There are many movies, many films about filmmaking, and there's even quite a few pictures about audiences and cinephiles. From the profound to the derivative, cinema yearns to be about itself. Despite this, there's very few films about movie theaters. And I don't mean films that take place in or feature theaters. I mean films that examine the physical, communal space of the cinema and its relationship to audiences and the art form itself. But within this limited repertoire of films exists one of the most beautiful and poignant works of the 21st century, Tsai Ming Liangs' Goodbye, Dragon Inn. Set and filmed in 2003, the film's plot is very simple. On a rather innocuous rainy night, a Taipei movie theater screens its final film before closing. King Hu's 1967 Taiwanese classic, Dragon Inn, one of the most successful and celebrated films of Asian cinema, and perhaps the premier work of the wuxia genre. Not much actually happens in the film. Instead, it becomes an observation of the empty space and quiet rhythms of the theater, and the handful of souls who inhabit it. The crippled woman who runs the desolate box office, a bored projectionist, a young Japanese tourist attempting to cruise the theater's empty halls, a child glued to the silver screen, and a few other strange denizens who come and go to the theater as they please. Tsai Ming Liang lets the mundane occurrences of the film play out in his signature glacial pace, illuminating the bizarre liminal qualities of the theater. This empty reminiscence, paired with the images of echoing hallways and deteriorating walls, create an atmosphere I find deeply sad. After all, are we not watching the death of a once great institution, a communal celebration of art and performance replaced by a lonely routine? Rain is seen pouring down outside the windows, as if the building itself is in mourning. Despite the sustained melancholy, the film features brief moments of comedy. Two women chewing food at an obnoxious volume, or a theatergoer making themselves far too comfortable are scenes familiar to any dedicated cinephile. Although these good-humored moments of nostalgia are quickly fleeting throughout the theater's death march. The motif I find most profound, though, is that of connection. Throughout the length of the film, we see characters fail to make any kind of meaningful relationship with the people that surround them. The young cruising tourist propositions another man for sex, but is turned down and eventually scared out of the theater by a young woman he believes to be a ghost. The crippled woman spends the whole night slowly searching for the projectionist, but fails to find him until he is already leaving the theater for the final time, and she is left staring alone into the rainy night. The only real emotion we see in the film comes from Miao Tian, the now older actor who starred in Dragon Inn, as he sits alone, his eyes welling with tears at the film's finale. The death of the theater is the death of community. As the communal appreciation and celebration of art dwindles away in the face of algorithms and content, so do our chances of finding meaningful interactions and experiences. In our contemporary day and age, where the future of the theatrical experience is indefinite, this film has become all the more relevant. When the theaters close down, we will all be left alone in the rain, saying goodbye, Dragon Inn. I've been Eggnog. Thank you so much for watching.